welcome to San Marino for Minnows to Kings, episode number 32, with SS Cosmos, where today we are taking on Bodo Glimt FK, the Norwegian team, in our UEFA Europa Conference League group game, which is absolutely massive. Since you were last with us, the board takeover didn't happen. I didn't think it would. I've also managed to get the board to improve the training facilities again. I requested to have them improved. They rejected it. I discussed it with them. I said, no, now that we've got all this extra money in the bank, it would be silly not to spend it. And they agreed. So that's due to be completed on the 8th of January. Little bit of disappointing news in Adam Weir, the very promising Scottish central midfielder here. Hasn't played a game for us yet. A couple of Scottish clubs came in with a contract offer for him. I tried to offer him a contract. He would have been on around about 1.3k a week, which is a lot of money for us considering what we were spending. But he decided he wanted to join Airdrie instead, which is very, very disappointing. I have actually been able to manage to get him registered for the European competition though, which is absolutely fantastic. In terms of the club vision, we're still secure. I've got no idea how. They're disappointed with the set pieces apparently. We've got no notable criticisms over here though, but they're still reserving judgment on a lot of things. Hopefully that will change. You can see here the Bodo Glimt is actually going to be our 11th competitive game of the season so far. The league season in San Marino doesn't start for another 3 days, which is, you know, it's crazy. In terms of the competition, so far, you can have a look. We're only at 55% for the European Conference League so far. It's going to be a very, very tough group. We do have some injuries coming into this game, as you can see. We've lost Caradonna for 4 to 6 weeks. We've also lost Diarra for 2 to 6 weeks, and we've lost Massimo Tomasoni for 2 to 4 weeks. Tomasoni has picked up his first international cap since you were last with us, as has if I can find him, Luca Brizzi. He's picked up 2 caps since you were last with us. He's developing really, really well, by the way. If we just have a look at some of his attribute changes, bear in mind we went professional around about this sort of time. Just look at some of his stats. Positioning has grown massively. We've got strength, which has grown massively again. If we just change this to all time, you can just see down here some of his growth is unreal. The young 18-year-old. Hopefully that growth can continue. Yeah, that's pretty much the roundup. There's not a lot to go through. There will be for the Sheriff game. We'll quickly recap these 3 league games while we're in. I'm disappointed with the injuries. It's obviously a knock-on effect from the extra training that we are able to do, although they've all been on pre-season training. Club finances, after the the training facilities expansion, cost us around about £750,000. So we're down to a measly £3.2 million in the bank. There's not really many players who want to join us yet. I've been looking around for a new goalkeeper. Obviously, I've been looking around for somebody to come in to replace Adam Weir, but there's not really a lot of options. Adam Weir is going to get his debut though. He's going to replace Diarra, who is, of course, injured. Tomasoni Catronella is back from his injury, so Catronella is going to go in. We're going to swap those 2 back around, and we're going to have to bring Ravelli in at the right wing back position to replace Caradonna. As a result of getting Weir in the team, I had to unregister Vanucci. That does leave us a little bit short. We've got Pancotti there on the bench, who's still recovering from an injury himself. He's not back to fitness for another 7 days. We're going to have to put some grade L players on the bench because of the registration rules. You have to have homegrown players or leave a space in your squad. So therefore I've only actually been able to register 19 players in total for Europe, just due to the fact that we don't actually have that many homegrown players. If we do look at the homegrown status, we've got a few which are due fairly soon. Trained at club, but trained in the nation. We've got a few due early 2025, so Tyler Evans is one of them. Hedegaard, he's been here for a couple of seasons now. Brizzi Brizzy is not actually homegrown. I believe I got him from the San Marino Academy. I did. So next season we might be in a little bit better stead in terms of homegrown status, but that's where we're at for now. We've got 19 players registered. Yeah, Hedegaard is also still on a non-contract. I couldn't get him. He doesn't want to sign one yet. I will continue to look to signing that. The media are making Bodo Glimt the favourites here. You can see that they're actually quite heavy favourites. We're at home for the first game, which we're going to get into. You've seen the squad that we're going to go with. We've got a couple of fitness issues, match fitness as well. It's been Ravelli's not long since played for the Swiss under-21s, which, you know, it's a little bit concerning. He's literally just come back. Well, do you know what? We're not happy about Ravelli's fitness. We're going to go with Adam Weir, who can play there, and we're going to bring Zaffi into the centre of midfield, and we're going to go with this for our lineup. I'm under no illusions about how this group stage is going to go. We'd be lucky if we get a point, let's put it that way, but it's getting cash in the bank. It's building the reputation of the club. We will quickly go over the coefficients after this game, because I've had a quick look myself, and they've grown rather a lot. Next season's coefficients are going to be great. We're going to skip the preliminary qualifying rounds, basically, which is great, absolutely great. The board do expect us to be competitive in Europe, so hopefully we can actually be competitive. Let's take off the latest scores. We actually got a league table, so let's stick this on and we can see just how our league table is going. AEK are already ahead against Sheriff Tiraspol. We get our first highlight 17 minutes into the game though. It's Feltrin carrying the ball forward to Tenazzi, who looks long towards Di Cristofaro, but it's headed by Seri. Tunketti plays the ball forward. It's towards, I didn't catch his name, but Hedegaard picks it out. Now it's Tenazzi again. Di Cristofaro, Rossi's through. Can Rossi find the finish? He's put it wide of the post. Those are the sort of chances that we do have to take. It's Mavuka with the corner. He's headed towards that near post. I believe it came off the post, and Saltness is there at the back post to slot the rebound into the empty net. And we're behind here. It's a great header at the near post. Evans actually saved it. It's a great save by Evans, but he parried it straight to Saltness, who's there just to tap it in. Now it's Tunketti and Wembagnano, was it that? Hagen, Fett, Nordas, looking over the top towards Mavuka. We forced him out wide. He does get the ball into the box though, and it's 2-0. It's Nordas, Lassie Nordas there at the far post. And we're 2-0 down inside 22 minutes for this sellout crowd. And it's a disappointing start to our life in a European group stage. Sheriff, we've played Sheriff before. We actually gave a good account of ourselves. That could be a game that we do look to get something from. But Bodo Glimt and AEK are going to be extremely hard. Tenazzi goes diving in there. That's not what you want to be doing on the edge of your penalty area. And Evans with a great save there from point blank range from Saltness. That really should have been 3-0 there to Bodo Glimt. Can we now build something from the back, or are we going to give the ball straight back to them? Evans with it. Oh, what an absolutely shocking pass there. And Evans pulls us out of trouble. What an awful pass. Mavuka's going to swing the corner, and can we get this one clear? We can't. It's Sunday Fett, and that goal is all of our own making. It's absolutely appalling. Nobody's challenged Fett there. He's just ran through the middle. Tenazzi didn't move. But what an absolutely appalling pass by Feltrin there. And we've just gifted them a goal. Gifted them a goal, and we haven't started in this game. Bodo Glimt battering us really. We do have a corner though. Can we get something from this? It's a deep one. It's deeper than it should be going, but we recycle the ball. Feltrin looking to make up for his mistake, and he's not the sort of play that you want to be shooting from there. I'm going to tell them to get their act together. That was a poor performance. I'm going to try and Zaffi's. I've annoyed Zaffi. Everybody else seems motivated though, but Zaffi, I've annoyed him, and we're having a shocker. We're having an absolute shocker. 3-0 down here. It's still 1-0 in the other game in the group. Can we get ourselves back into this like we did against Mura? Rossi, now Zaffi. It's another poor pass. Our passing's been all over the place, and now they're looking to build the ball from the back with Mavuka. He goes long over the top, but Brand's there going to cut that one out, and now it's Hedegaard, who looks long to Di Castrovaro. Can we actually get ourselves? We're streaming forward. It's Rossi. Rossi gets us a goal back into this game with his 7th of the season. Go and get the ball, mate. We can still do this. We've still got 35 minutes. It's a great finish by Rossi. A great team goal again. Hedegaard plays it long. Just watch the yellow shirts stream forward here. 5 of them run past the ball. A little 1-2 touch in a triangle, and Rossi with a great finish there from outside the area. And he does now get us a goal back. Tanazzi's having a shocker. We'll let this highlight play out, and I think we're going to bring Tanazzi off. Can we get another goal? Rossi through to Manusco Cacinella. Can he score? He can. He can. Is it onside? It is onside. It's 3-2 now. And the comeback kings of Europe look like we're doing it again. Again, we passed the ball around really well. Zaffi Di Castaro, I struggle to pronounce his name, but Cacinello from the through ball from Kevin Rossi, and it's now 3-2. We are going to look to make that substitution though. Tanazzi's not having the best of game. We're going to bring Tanzi on in his place. And there's light at the end of the tunnel for Cosmos. We're now off the bottom of the group with that second goal scored. We're coming again. Are we going to get ourselves back into this? It's a long ball over the top, who Nordas brings it down beautifully. He's forced back with Zoe, but it's with Fett, and now Mavuka's through, and he's rattled the post. Can we get there for the rebound? But Tunekti takes the ball out of bounds. Weir's not having the best of games at right back either. The wing backs haven't really been in this game. We're going to bring Ravelli on. Weir's also on a yellow card. Can we find that equaliser? Excuse me. Saltness there. I got a little hiccup there as I was speaking. Wembegnano down the right hand side for Bodo. Comes back to Hagen. Back to Wembegnano. He gets the ball into the box. It's a great header away by Feltrin. It's as far as Sawley though, who's looking outside. Can we stop the cross? We can't. It's into the middle and it's off the crossbar. And what are we doing? Oh my god. Mavuka with the corner. He's gone deep and it's headed over the bar by Nordas. I thought, honestly, these boys do think they're Man City. Evans thinks he's Edison in goal there. But coming into the final 5 minutes, and it's still 3-2 to Bodo Glimt. I don't think we're going to get ourselves back into it. Di Cristofaro's had a poor game. He's had a couple of key passes, but he's not really featured. We're a little bit short of players though, with the injuries and the lack of registration that we've been able to do. They're making me nervous now. Feltrin, it looks out wide to Tanzi. Can we build an attack here? It's Zaffi to Di Cristofaro through to Rossi. Rossi's through again. Can Rossi get the equaliser? He can. It's Kevin Rossi with his 8th goal of the season, and it's 3-3. We've done it again. We've come back from 3-0 down to be drawing 3-3. What an absolutely fantastic performance. Di Cristofaro again, and it's who was that with the through ball? It's Zaffi with the through ball. Rossi brings the keeper out and he just slots it past him, and we've done it again. We've done it again. We've come back from 3-0 down. We're now joint second in the group with Bodo Glimt here, and we're going to hold on for a 3-3 draw. What an absolutely fantastic comeback. If we could just start better in these games, then, you know, we're in with a real shout here. That was absolutely brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. They battered us, but that's another £141,000 in the bank for the draw. Weir makes his professional debut, but he's leaving us, so, you know, Ravelli's fitness, yeah, we're going to suggest resting him. I'm going to rest him for the next match. He's absolutely knackered. Rossi, absolutely outstanding. And that, if we just have a look at the competitions, that leaves us third in the group, but we have picked up a point in our first ever real European game. AEK came out on top of Sheriff Tiraspol 2-0. I feel as though the Sheriff Tiraspol games are very winnable. They are going to be our next opponent in Europe, which is away on the 3rd of October. We've got 3 league games in between, which I'm going to play, and we'll be back for the next episode. We'll do a quick recap of these 3 games, and then we'll get straight into the Sheriff Tiraspol game. But that is the end of today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, please leave a like. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe so you can stay up to date with future episodes. Any comments, any feedback, greatly appreciated. I will try and reply to every single one of them. But thank you very much, and I'll see you all next time.